Game 14?
Well, yes.
Game 14, day 3 of the NIHL Chicago Blackhawks tournament here on Stream Sports Midwest at the Glacier Ice Arena here in Vernon Hills. And for a third consecutive day, we're going to have the number 2 seed and host team Vernon Hill Ice Dogs taking on the number 3 seed North Shore Hockey Club. Good evening. We started with this morning. Now we're into good evening. My partner, Eric Willowhite. My name's Aaron Schellen. And Eric, for a third consecutive day, these two teams, the Ice Dogs and North Shore Hockey Club, will battle in this Bantam 14U Premier Select NIHL Blackhawks Championship. You see the bracket here. These two teams, whoever wins today, will go to the United Center to take on the top seed Peoria Junior Mustangs on March 9th. You see the scores there. Peoria dispatched the Chicago Stallions. Those were two very good games, Eric. You called that game 1 between the Stallions and Peoria Junior over on the South Rink. And Stallions had a lead late in that one, but the Junior Mustangs came back to win. Here it was a convincing 5-0 victory for the Ice Dogs on Friday night. But last night, Benjamin Colton with a spin-around goal in between the dots down here to our left. The only goal of the game, and Amon Hart, who got the start in Game 2 of this series, pitched a shutout against the Ice Dogs. So it's a winner-take-all Game 3. And let's take a quick look at the standings here, Eric, for this Bantam. I'll read you the standings. So Peoria Junior Mustangs sit in first place in this Bantam Premier Select Division, 16-1-1 on the regular season. These Ice Dogs not far behind, just 15-2-1. So that loss yesterday, just their third loss of this 2024-25 NIHL season. North Shore Hockey Club was in third place this year with a record of 7-5-6. And all they got to do is win today. They got to beat a team that's only lost 3 times since October.
Yeah, simple task ahead, right?
Simple task ahead for North Shore Hockey Club, but they got it done last night. These two teams played 3 times during the regular season. The Ice Dogs going 2-0-1 against North Shore Hockey Club. That tie was the last time these two teams played during the regular season. That was a 1-1 contest back on Valentine's Day, actually, February 14th. So North Shore Hockey Club has been played a little bit better here against the Ice Dogs in their last 3. They are 1-1-1 in their last 3 outings. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 55th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the squirt, peewee, bantam, and midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament. The games this weekend are critical in deciding which teams will reach the NIHL Championship games held at the UC on March 9th. 2 of those games have already been established. I'll give you those games here in a minute. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Scott Larson, the NIHL Vice President, or visit the website at nihil.info. So the 10U matchup at the United Center on March 9th will feature the top seed Midwest Blackbirds and the number 3 seed Romeoville Huskies, as the 3 seed Huskies upset the number 2 seed Northbrook Bluehawks. In the Pee-wee, they went chalk. It'll be, or excuse me, they didn't. It's going to be 1 versus 3 there as well. As Peoria in the 12U advance, and we just finished that series, and then Rockford as the number 3 seed advances as well, as they took down the Joliet Jaguars here this afternoon. And
that game felt like it was 5 hours ago.
I think it was. That game was, I think, 1 o'clock was when that game started. So it was 5 hours ago. Yeah. We've been here all day, folks. Eric and I walked in the door about 9 a.m. today, and this is it. And so we got one more spot. The winner of this game will take on the top seed Peoria Mustangs. So the Peoria Junior Mustangs will be well represented at the United Center in a couple of weeks, with at least the Pee-wee and Bantam. I'm unsure of what's going on with the college junior prep, but I'm sure we can pull that information here. And,
I can take a look at that. But
we know that they'll have at least 2 teams battling for that NIHL Blackhawks championship, and we're about ready to go here from the Glacier Ice Arena. We got 15-minute periods here for the 14Us. Again, Ice Dogs a 5-0 victory on Friday night behind a hat trick by Anthony Panico. He had 3. Tristan Wu had a goal. Dominic DiNicola had a goal in that Jason Turchinski shutout. And then in game 2, Benjamin Colton, the only goal of the game for the North Shore Hockey Club in the second period, gave his team a 1-0 lead, and that's a lead that Amon Hart would make stand up as North Shore Hockey Club extended their season at least 1 more day. So a lot of familiarity, obviously, between these teams, as 3 games in 3 days will do that.
I have your answer for you for the college junior prep, Aaron.
Let's hear it.
So in the 16U, it's Peoria versus Rockford.
All right, well, there you go. Peoria 3 so far of the 5 games.
And then let's get to the 18U real quick. Real quick, Eric.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Quicker than that.
That's working. The Blackbirds have made it, and they're waiting for,
Is it another double elimination style?
Yeah. Okay, so they're, so they haven't updated the scoreboard. It looks like they were playing tonight at 5:50.
Yeah, Rockford versus Firewagon. So the top seed Rockford, if they win, they advance. If Firewagon wins, it looks like there's another game.
So Rockford won the first game 8-3.
And this was yesterday. Oh, no,
it's
today.
23rd. Yeah,
they play in 2 games today.
Yeah, they are.
That's interesting.
They go right back at it.
Right
1
back
hour
at
later.
it if they need to. Okay, well, we're ready to go, and we're underway here, game 3. North Shore Hockey Club and the Ice Dogs. Frankie Galvin has the puck down here in front of us. Pushed around to the far side. Panico chops it up off the boards and out. Benjamin Colton loses the puck. Taken over by the Ice Dogs. Tomino across the blue line, throws it in off a leg of Charles Dion to behind the net, slammed off the net by Panico. North Shore Hockey Club's Dion tries to dig it out, and he does. It's popped up in the air for Panico. Here's Frankie Galvin. I want to give a shout out to Frankie. So before the game, the players practice in this training facility behind us, and the way we're set up here, we have a power cord that's running about 6.5 feet in the air that's supplying power to our entire production here. And a lot of the players like to come through, and as they're running, they like to tap the power cable.
Yeah.
And I asked Frankie if he could keep his team from doing that. He gave me the thumbs up, and no more issues with the power cord. So
that was good.
Yeah, I want to thank Frankie for keeping his team in check. He wears that C on his chest for a reason.
That's right.
Punched up the near side into the neutral zone. Chichello has the puck on his backhand, now to the forehand. And this is a team that lost only 2 games in the regular season, 15-2-1. into the offensive zone. Curtis picks up the puck for the Ice Dogs. Throws it up through center ice, taken there by Jonathan Ornstein. Now onto the stick of Lohmeyer. Finn Lohmeyer had a really good game last night for the North Shore Hockey Club, number 76 in green and white. Here's Dennis Wilson now in the corner. It's put off the back of the net. Goalie Jason Turchinski for the Ice Dogs, and then down to our left, looks like it's going to be Jake Myers out there getting the start here today. It was Amon Hart last night getting the nod, but Jake Myers gets the start here in Game 3. Here's Ornstein. Cicello runs into Lohmeyer, stops him in his tracks. One-touch pass stolen there, and that came out of the zone, so that'll be an offsides. Neither team, Eric, and no one looks timid, but neither team really seems ready to kind of take that first chance here. You know, winner take all Game 3, loser goes home, winner advances.
Yeah, we haven't seen in many of these games that feeling out process, but you're kind of, it feels like that right now.
Yeah, you want to wait for the other team to make a mistake. You don't want to be the one to make that mistake.
Right.
So play close to the vest, play tight defensively, and hope that the other team fumbles the puck first. Up ahead, Colton. Colton out to center ice, Dion. Dion pushes it ahead of Gelvin. Frankie Gelvin now in the near corner. On the backhand, throws it around for Connor Russell up the far half wall. Out to McGrath. Bounces up in the air, and it's taken back by North Shore Hockey Club's Burke Harris. Harris in from the neutral zone to Jason Turchinski. So Turchinski feels his first rubber at 12:04 here in the first period. And a good series for Jason Turchinski. It's tough when you give up 1 goal in 2 games and you're 1-1.
Yeah.
That's a tough break for number 29 in white. He's played 2 really good hockey games. Here's Carlson, loses the puck, has to come out to the neutral zone, wait for his teammates to clear.
Oh,
and didn't wait long enough.
He got impatient.
Yeah.
And decided, you know what, I've been stick handling enough.
Let's just see what happens.
That's right. Maybe they won't notice that the player was still out 15 feet outside the zone, inside the zone.
Tipped into the neutral zone here. Stolen by Tomino. Tomino puts it in towards goal.
Wow.
That puck bounces past Myers. Back up top. Semino with the shot from the point that deflects into the corner. Nico Semino. And a couple of Seminos, Dominic and Nico for the Ice Dogs. This is pushed deep. Getting it there is Bryce Lothar behind the net. Back to Lothar. Lothar winds up, shot. What a glove save by Jake Myers to keep this no score.
Yeah, not sure if that would have went wide or that the momentum, I think it was more the momentum carried the glove beyond the post, but yeah, that's a beautiful save there by Jake Myers.
Big save early, the first real prime opportunity for either squad goes to the Ice Dogs. Here's Cicello. Cicello A-frames, loses the puck. Knocked down is Russell. Cicello back at the point, walks the tightrope. Gets it over to Tristan Wu. Wu takes the shot. The rebound. Cicello the rebound.
Wow.
Goes wide of the near post. Zellman keeps it in at the near point. Taken here by Drake McNerney. So Drake McNerney was watching our last game, Eric, and he says North Shore Hockey Club's going to win the next game.
Okay.
Why would you say that, number 86? I appreciate you guys tuning in and joining Eric and I and our partner Mike Napolitano this weekend. This is game 14 in 3 days for the 3 of us. A lot of hockey, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Up through center ice. Charles Dion tries to play into himself. He is railroaded by Connor Russell, and Russell's going to go to the box.
So our first power play of the day.
Power play here for North Shore Hockey Club. Connor Russell with the hit. Thank you. We're going to have a face-off here in the Ice Dogs zone. A power play for North Shore Hockey Club. This face-off will be taken by Drake McNerney.
He the one with the insider information.
Yeah, we'll see if he's right.
Yeah.
Back to the point, that does come out to center ice. It's played by Benjamin Colton. North Shore Hockey Club in their own zone. William Carlson slow, gets taken down. No, thought there might have been a call there, but nothing doing. Here's Colton. Colton, the goal scorer last night for North Shore Hockey Club, centers it. That puck comes through the slot, and it looks like Ornstein had the puck, his stick knocked out of his hands as he was taking that shot, and then allow it to be an accurate shot. Went through the paint.
That was a nice rush there by North Shore.
Yeah, Benjamin Colton, he was the goal scorer last night. He had a pass out in between the face-off dots. He had his back to the net. He just turned around and fired, and it went top corner. Here's Panico trying to go top corner. That was a dipping puck, Eric. That thing had some dive on it there, and it ends up going just over the crossbar. Here's Benjamin Colton again. Colton through center ice. Dangles, puts it in on Turchinski. Behind the net. Kale Tyrakowski plays the puck, gets it back here in front of us. Nico Cimino loses the puck to Linehan, gets it right back. Kept in at the point, ooh, maybe, yeah, a little bit outside the zone, William Carlson, so we'll have a whistle and a face-off.
Well, after the early part of that power play for North Shore, things have kind of settled down, and the Ice Dogs have kind of kept them out on the perimeter there.
Now it's good for North Shore Hockey Club after giving up that opportunity down to the left. That glove save made by Jake Myers gave the Ice Dogs a little bit of that momentum. North Shore Hockey Club seems to have taken it back here a tad. Still no score midway through the first. Here's Finn Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer loses the puck to Cicello. Cicello to Dominic Cimino. Now Cimino in front of his own bench gets double teamed, and it's taken by Wilson.
That was quite the battle in front of the Ice Dogs bench with Cimino.
Frankie Gelvin with 2 seconds left on the power play. That will do it for the power play. Zachary Zorik up through Cimino. Gelvin just tips it forward across the red line. Turned and fired in as the Ice Dogs go for a change. Tristan Wu now in the near corner. Behind the net, Burke Harris. Out to center ice for Gelvin. Gelvin high off the penalty box glass. Patrick Anderson plays it indirect, but right onto the stick of the Ice Dogs. Now Tristan Wu goes through the legs of a defender to Curtis, and short, crisp passing here from the Ice Dogs back onto the stick of Wu. Off a skate, back to center ice, and they'll try again. Tyrakowski. Cicello, backhanded pass. Cimino, Tyrakowski. Cicello, Tristan Wu. Wu on the near half wall, back to the point. Tyrakowski back at the point. Swept ahead, almost caught Ornstein, allowed him to break out. It'll be Cimino behind his own net. Nico Cimino stops up ahead to Wu.
There's been a lot of possession time here for the Ice Dogs, but North Shore just not letting them enter the zone on that last sequence.
Yeah, that entire possession for the Vernon Hills Ice Dogs was in center ice. It was some pretty passing from the Ice Dogs, but it was all through the neutral zone.
Yeah.
And we're going to have an icing called here on North Shore Hockey Club.
Yeah, I think North Shore would be content to let the Ice Dogs play in the neutral zone. You know, obviously you want to get a tally here, either team, but that was a good job of keeping them on the outside looking in.
Well, face-off will come to the left here of Jake Myers. Puck sits in that far dot. The shot, the shoulder save, it hops up in the air. Good reflexes by Myers there. Here's Anderson taking it wide. Patrick Anderson down low, centers it. One-hand attempt by Lobbs. There's a one-hand shovel pass out to Panico. Panico gains the red line and dumps. On it here is Carlson. Carlson up the near half wall.
A good buddy Mike checking in, saying this game going well.
Is that our friend Mike Napolitano?
It sure is. He's looking forward to the UC games on the 9th.
Here's Panico with the shot, the third member of our broadcast crew. He was with me yesterday for our 6 games. Did a wonderful job as always. Zellman up to Tomino. Tomino gaining the blue line and dumps. 6 minutes left in the period. Burke Harris behind his own net, gets pinched off there by Bryce Lothar, gets it back, but Dominic Semino, or excuse me, that was Frankie Gelvin at that far point. A little bit of a mishit on that slap shot clearing attempt.
Yeah, he was mad at himself. He didn't get more on that one.
Here's Dominic DiNicola. DiNicola stops the near half. He'll turn and fire it into the slot. Puck is in.
Ooh.
Lothar with the backhand. They dig, and we got a whistle as the official loses the puck. Semino at that near post along with, trying to get the number of that other player. It looks like Dominic DiNicola.
Yeah, so a little pressure being applied here by the Ice Dogs.
Draw to the right shot, 6-2. Pass back to the point is stolen here by Lohmeyer. Finn Lohmeyer's got Wilson with him. Lohmeyer threw a screen that deflects off Zork into the corner. That puck took a couple of bounces on the way through. Off the back of the cage, getting knocked down behind the cage. Gelvin uses that size to protect the puck with 5.5 left. Here's Zorek now, Zachary Zorek. Up to Dominic DiNicola. DiNicola finds McGrath now through the neutral zone. McGrath trying to go 1-on-4, gets cut off.
Usually not good odds.
No. Here's Lohmeyer again across the blue line, gets pinched off by Tristan Wu. Chip to Nemeth. Nemeth tries to play it out in front. That's on the back of the net again. Nico Semino here for the Ice Dogs. Finds McGrath. McGrath will turn and skate up, overskates it. That gives Nemeth a chance to play it. Now a bit of miscommunication here by North Shore Hockey Club. That puck is centered there by Curtis. Another centering feed. Curtis almost the recipient this time. And North Shore Hockey Club flips it to center.
It's good pace to this game, but again, we're still scoreless with 4.5 to go. Who's going to crack first?
Might be the North Shore Hockey Club as here comes Cicello. Cicello, the drop pass. Woo! Through a screen. If you're Cicello, man, you got to shoot that. I mean, it was a good idea on that back pass, but you got to shoot that. Here's a shot in on the down to our right by McNerney. Is deflected. North Shore Hockey Club. That puck pops up into the air, and I think that went into their bench.
Yeah, that was a golden opportunity there for the Ice Dogs, but you're absolutely right, Aaron. In that situation, you just got to shoot that, get that on net, and then hope for a rebound.
Yeah, Cicello had a lot of space on that near side. He was on his off wing, so he would have had to have switched over to his forehand, but still he had some space. There was nobody near him, really.
Right.
We're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone here. Gelvin all the way down here in front of us by himself, Eric.
Yeah.
You got 4 skaters over there.
It's interesting alignment.
It's walked in by Tomino. He's cut off right at the blue line. Aerial pass hits Gelvin in the back of the legs. Russell getting whacked at by Ornstein all the way back to Gelvin now behind his net. Frankie Gelvin indirect to Panico. Anthony Panico stops on the red line, turns and fires it to Tomino. There's William Carlson along the near wall. Gelvin tries to keep it in at the point. He can't, so he'll have to backtrack. All the way back to his blue line, gets hit there. Now he walks forward with it. Frankie Gelvin into the offensive zone. He'll dump deep.
I like how Gelvin shields the puck with his body, and he's hard to get off the puck, obviously, and he's able to penetrate deep into North Shore territory.
Yeah, he's a big kid, takes advantage of that size for sure. Panico centers it, but only Benjamin Colton on the other side of it for North Shore Hockey Club. Here's Charles Dion trying to go 1-on-3. He gets bumped into by Dominic Semino, and Semino finds Tomino, who clears it in with under 3 minutes. North Shore Hockey Club trying to work the puck out of their own zone. They will. Benjamin Colton through center ice, gains the red line, dumps it deep. Andrew Lobbs gives chase, but Zachary Zorek is the first one there. Zorek off the boards to Dominic DiNicola. DiNicola up ahead to Wu. Wu with Grath on his left. McGrath picks it up, takes the shot. Right pad save. Lobbs blows a tire right at the blue line. Not able to get it out. Zorek keeps it in for the moment as we're down to 2:17 left in the period. Aerial pass looking up ahead for McNerney, but Tristan Wu will play it now in his own zone. Wu to Zoric. Pass misses his intended target. John McAllister back to play it now for North Shore Hockey Club. Cleared in by McNerney. Not terribly deep, though, and that allows the Ice Dogs to counterattack. Peter Curtis has his pocket picked at the blue line.
Kind of feels like these two teams have taken both crowds out of the game right now.
It also feels like they've played each other twice in the last 48 hours, right?
That's true, too.
Feels like they know what the other team is trying to do, and they're doing exactly what they need to shut down the other team. But yeah, it hasn't been quite the up and down affair that we've seen from some of the other games so far today, Eric. This is a lot tighter defensively, more neutral zone play, tight checking.
Yeah, not a lot of room out there right now.
Nope. Here's an opportunity, though. Centering feed tried to find Ornstein out in front was Dennis Wilson. Here's Ornstein now down low. Ornstein had Carlson in the high slot, but they weren't able to connect. Now Lothar. Lothar with under a minute left. Lothar along the near half wall. Curtis, top of the near dot, goes over to the far side. Here's the shot in. Sticks to the pads of Myers, kept in by Zellman. Zellman, the one-timer, Lothar, and it finds its way in.
That deflected off of either his glove or his side and went in. I was just going to comment about the danger of a late period goal, and there you see the Ice Dogs get the lead.
Yeah, Bryce Lothar with his first goal of this playoff series. And Eric, I think that puck may have fooled Jake Myers a little bit. I think he was expecting the fastball, got the changeup, and that went between his blocker and his arm and into the back of the net. So the Ice Dogs take a 1-0 lead here early, or late rather, in the first period.
Yep. So good. I was going to say good start for the Ice Dogs. We're almost 14 and a half minutes into the first period, but it's still a start.
The Ice Dogs with a 1-0 lead. Remember, the first two games of this series ended in shutouts. One for North Shore Hockey Club, one for the Ice Dogs. Pass through to Charles Dion. Dion deep, looking for Colton. They don't connect, and the puck is cleared out of play.
So we'll have a offensive zone face-off here for North Shore as they look to get an answer here. Shots favor the Ice Dogs 10-5. 16 seconds to go.
Cleared over. Charles Dion. Anderson. Anderson backhands it. Nice right pad save. Back to the point. Shot deflection. And Jason Turchinski was able to track that puck into his left. I think it was going wide with 3 seconds left, but
don't take any chances.
Absolutely not.
Still can get something off here in 3.1 seconds if you win that draw for North Shore. So Ice Dogs have to be cognizant of that and tie up the draw.
Faceoff will be taken by Linehan. That draw is tied up, and that is how the first period will come to an end.
Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. The Maple Leafs are at the United Center to take on the Blackhawks. It's a 6 p.m. puck drop. ESPN Plus and Hulu are your networks for that game. And then we have on Tuesday, the Hawks will be in Utah to take on the Utah Hockey Club, 8 p.m. Central Time, that game on the Chicago Sports Network. And if you're in Utah, Utah 16. Aaron.
That's important. Yeah.
It is important. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action.
Thank you. Registration is now open for the Chicago Blackhawks 2025 Youth Summer Camps. Camps are being held for boys and girls ages 6 through 13, June 9 through 13th, and July 28th through August 1st at the Blackhawks practice facility, Fifth Third Arena in Chicago. Also at Fifth Third, we're proud to present our all-girls camp, Big Strides, designed for ages 12 through 18 the week of June 23rd through 27th. All camps are full days. Players will participate in 2 on-ice practices and 2 hours of off-ice activities. Full equipment and basic comprehension of skating is required. For more information and to register, please visit nhl.com//. It's a forward slash. You don't want to put it in a backward slash. Forward slash Blackhawks. // amateur / hockey -camps.
It's forward backwards.
Yes.
Forward,
yes.
backwards.
Forward, backward.
Yeah.
Forward slash.
Yes.
So good starts. We had, again, a game that was very tight defensively through the first 14 minutes of that period. Last minute, the Ice Dogs break through, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead here into the second period.
We got traffic.
A little bit of traffic.
Yeah.
That's all right.
They're on the home rink for the Ice Dogs.
Yeah, they've had 2 games each of the 3 days we've been here, so
Yeah.
they've been a visible crowd here at Glacier Ice Arena.
Every team battling for banners. It's all about the banners.
It's all about
this
the
time of
banners,
year.
man. You got that right. It's all about we've already started to see some of the teams celebrate at some of the lower level divisions, seeing some of those teams celebrate with their banners. Congratulations to the teams that have won already. There's an opportunity from the far dot, shot on by Wilson, save made by Turchinski. Cut off at the blue line was Tomino, finds Panico. Panico across the blue line. Panico dangles, backhand wide. Panico had a hat trick in game 1. Centering feed looking for Cicello. Panico in the slot, the left pad save. Still sitting in that high paint area. Russell not able to keep it in at the point though. He'll go cross ice. Tristan Wu lands on the ice, clears the puck in.
Puck finds you.
It certainly does. Wu's an impressive stick handler. We've watched him obviously these last 3 days, but we've had a handful of games with this team this year, and he's an impressive puck handler. He's got the puck here. Wu takes it wide. Cicello in the slot. You gotta shoot that. If you are Leo Cicello, that's the second time today. Down the other way, shot over the net. Jonathan Ornstein with the howitzer.
Yeah, I don't know what Cicello's doing there. It's just, that was a grade A chance.
There's a shot off the right shoulder of Cicello by Ornstein. Good shift here by Ornstein. Going down behind the net, Zachary Zorik. Wu stick handles, right in front of his net. Now he'll push it forward. Gets back checked. Now Curtis into the offensive zone. Cicello takes it wide. The puck rolls off his stick. He gets pushed up against the boards by Carlson. Now here's Burke Harris. Harris collides with Curtis in the near corner.
Things getting a little testy.
Yeah, a little bit feisty, but that's, again, 3 games in 3 days. That's to be expected, I think. Shot from a bad angle by William Zellman. And North Shore Hockey Club not able to clear it out. It's kept in there by Cicello. Cicello finds Wu. Wu turns and fires. He rolls off the edge of his stick, and that'll be cleared down for an icing here by the North Shore Hockey Club.
And our buddy Mike is doing the TV viewing the right way. He's got NIHL on the bigger screen.
That's right. That's what
he's got the Blackhawks on the phone.
We've been saying that for 2 days now. Blackhawks on the small screen, NIHL on the big screen. That's the way to do it.
That's how he's doing it.
Well, I appreciate you watching, Mike. We appreciate everybody who's tuned in. We've had some pretty good viewership here over these 3 days, especially as these games have gotten further into the winner take all type games. We've had more and more viewers, and we always appreciate people checking in. And
he's checking in from the outdoor rink in Schaumburg.
Keeping us busy. Yeah, Mike, Mike has his own outdoor rink?
Yeah.
He has an outdoor rink in his backyard, I think. Keeps wanting me to come out. He said he wants us to come out and do a broadcast.
Wait, what? He's got his own rink in his own backyard?
Yeah, he wants us to come out and do a broadcast there.
In his backyard?
In his backyard.
All right.
You know the chart. You know the fee, Mike.
Yeah.
Give us a call.
That's right.
Send us an email at streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com.
That's right.
We got you.
Make sure you have rosters, too.
Rosters and
along
pronunciations.
with goalies indicated and pronunciations.
Yes, please. Here's Zellman across the blue line, loses the puck. North Shore Hockey Club not able to dig it out. McGrath stick handling in a phone booth. Over skates it, leaves it at the far half wall. Now he's cut off there by Dion. Cleared out. Back to play at Connor Russell. Russell stick handles through traffic, but going east and west, not north and south. He does clear it in. Patrick Anderson below his red line. Cleared up, and puck bounces up in the air. That's sitting in center ice. Race for the puck between Tyrakowski and Lohmeyer. Finn Lohmeyer gets back checked by Panico. Panico, a 200-foot player. Back checks there, had a hat trick on Friday night. Now he skates into the offensive zone, taking it wide. Tomino throws it through, looking for Lothar. Lothar back to Russell at the point. Russell winds up the deflected puck. Tomino deflects just wide of the near post.
He was close on that one.
Lothar stick handles, gets shoved by Ornstein, behind the net, Panico. Panico throws it out in front, sticked away by Myers. Panico back to Tomino. Tomino at the near point. Over to the far side, Tyrakowski tries to throw it through the paint. And here comes Finn Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer's got Anderson on his left. Tries to shovel it that way, but it's deflected and taken over by Kale Tyrakowski. Lothar, it's stick checked. And North Shore Hockey Club will take possession with 10-12 left to go in the second period now. Dennis Wilson across the blue line. Wilson will take it wide. Wilson down low now, behind the net. Back towards the back towards the half wall. That puck is bouncing out in front, and you could see Patrick Anderson want to pinch in for that one, but he thought better of it.
Yeah.
And the Ice Dogs will ice the puck.
He was kind of caught in between there. It's like, what do I do? Yeah. What do I do?
You made the right decision.
Yeah.
In a 1-0 game, no reason to take a chance on a pinch like that and maybe get broken, maybe get beaten into a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1 the other way. So he ends up with an offensive zone draw out of it. We'll see if North Shore Hockey Club can do anything here. It's Drake McNerney on the draw. Wins it to Dion. Dion, it's checked, and Tristan Wu takes the puck away, and now Burke Harris right back the other direction. Harrison shoots. Wow. The missile goes wide of the near post, and Nico Cimino gets bumped into, goes down, and Tristan Wu now out to center ice. Wu stick handling through center ice, trying to hit Curtis. They don't connect. Now Harris right back the other direction. Burke Harris takes the shot over the head of Jason Turchinski. Tristan Wu into space. We'll have a race for the puck here. Looks like Curtis will be the first one on it. He'll stop right at the near point. Wu gets back checked by Dion nicely. And now we got a 2-on-2 the other way.
Things have opened up a little bit here over these last couple minutes, Aaron.
Drake McNerney's shot is deflected into the corner. Yeah, it absolutely has. That first period was very tightly checked. This one, not so much. Cross ice pass. Cicello will play it. Cicello plays it forward now for Dominic DiNicola. DiNicola skates through traffic. He's taken down. We're going to have a penalty called here on North Shore Hockey Club for the hook, I believe, as Dominic DiNicola goes down in that near corner to our right. And it'll be Charles Dion going to the box.
You haven't seen much from the special teams, but we're going to get a chance to see the Ice Dogs power play in action here.
It's going to be Dominic Cimino, Dominic DiNicola, John McGrath, Frankie Gelvin, and William Zellman. That is a huge defensive pairing for the Vernon Hills Ice Dogs here, Eric. Those two skaters back on the blue line are big. Those are two big kids.
Yes, they are.
I don't know what other adjective to use. Up ahead to DiNicola into space. Dominic DiNicola fires. Blockered aside by Myers.
Myers played well.
Yep, here's McGrath. McGrath back to DiNicola. And it's cleared out. Here's Gelvin. We'll take it right back into the offensive zone. Gain the blue line. Got DiNicola. Zellman. He's looking for Zellman now at the near point. Zellman goes cross ice for Lothar. Lothar back to Gelvin, who winds up. And that is a bomb from Frankie Gelvin, and Jake Myers makes the save.
All things considered, I think North Shore is happy to keep the Ice Dogs on the perimeter there, but you're absolutely right. As that shot, that's a heavy shot from Gelvin, Frankie Gelvin.
Yeah, he had that opportunity in the first period where he whiffed on it.
Yep.
Certainly didn't whiff on that one. He got all of that slap shot. It's Bryce Lothar to take the draw for the Ice Dogs. He wins it back to the point. Half wall Tomino. Tomino down low. Behind the net with it. Here's Panico. Panico out into Ovi's office. Goes cross ice. Doesn't connect with Lothar. Back to the point, and that's underneath the stick of Zorik out to center ice, and the Ice Dogs have to regroup. Russell now. Tomino just tips it into the offensive zone, and that lets Patrick Anderson clear it out, but that'll be an icing.
Well, half the penalty expired, and a good job by the North Shore Hockey Club to keep the Ice Dogs at bay, at least so far.
Yeah, you don't mind those hard shots from the point if the goalie can see them all the way. Those aren't hard saves to make. And Jake Myers played a much better game than he did in Game 1 when he gave up 5 goals. He's looked a lot sharper here. He stopped 14 out of 15, keeping his team in the game. And North Shore Hockey Club still with just 1 goal in basically 2.5 games here against the Ice Dogs, yet they're only 2 goals away from going to the United Center. Tristan Wu tries the one-timer, gets back-checked by Adam Nemeth. Gelvin back out there with Zellman. Zellman has to elude the back check and Nemeth again. Here's Curtis now into the offensive zone. Curtis throws it through for Zellman on the back door, but goes wide.
You're Jake Meyer there, and then you're seeing Zellman coming in.
Yeah, bearing down on you.
Objects are closer than they appear.
Yeah, 100%. Frankie Gelvin eludes the defense nicely, gets away from Drake McNerney, now skates it in, fires the wrist shot. And again, not a shot that I think North Shore Hockey Club is all that concerned about, a wrist shot from the far half wall, Eric.
Yeah.
And just, you can see the puck the whole way, and an easy save for Jake Myers.
Yeah, I mean, not to say that Gelvin can't pick his spot, but again, if it's right on target, Jake Myers squared up on that one.
The draw will be to the right here of Myers. 6:49 left to go in a quickly moving second period.
Yeah.
The clock is running. The game hasn't started yet. Now the clock has stopped, and now the clock is running.
Itchy trigger finger again over at that penalty box.
Out of the box is Dion, so we're back to full strength. DiNicola throws the puck into the body of Harris, gets it back though, back to the point. Nico Cimino shot hops up in the air, hits the rafters, and that'll be a whistle and a face-off.
That would have been interesting to see if that one hadn't hit the I-beams there, how far it was going to loft toward Jake Myers.
Yeah, those can be tough.
Yeah.
If they hit the puck, you come back, hit the ice, you don't know which way they're going to bounce.
You're like a knuckler.
That's cleared out. Race for the puck now. Tyrakowski racing with Colton. Tyrakowski's able to win that race. Now 6-7 skaters in front of the Ice Dogs bench. Ice Dogs come out with it. McGrath stick handles down low. Off the backboards, gets it back, loses it, gets it back again. And now to Cimino behind the net. It's Dominic Cimino. Half wall, centers, bounced up in the air, kept in by Nico Cimino. Almost given away. It is given away. Now Dominic DiNicola backhands wide of the far post. Cimino and Harris bump into each other in the near corner. And now North Shore Hockey Club comes out with it. Cross ice pass, that was Anderson looking for Colton. Tyrakowski loses the puck. It bounces over the stick of Jonathan Ornstein as well. Dominic DiNicola was hooked.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. That was a hook. That's going to be Dennis Wilson going to the box. And that'll be another power play here for the Ice Dogs. You can't do that in center ice, especially, Eric, when you got 2 defenders back to help you.
Right.
Let your defenders do their thing.
Yeah, you didn't need to do that. That was an easy call for the official. Both the ones on the ice and the ones in the stands.
And the ones with headphones on.
Yeah. We're all in agreement.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen very often.
No,
it certainly does not. So draw here to the right of Jake Myers. 5:25 left to go in the second period. Still 1-0. Ice Dogs with the lead. Winner of this game will play Peoria at the United Center on March 9th. Ice Dogs are the 2 seed. North Shore Hockey Club is the 3 seed. But there was a significant gap in points this season between 2 and 3. So we saw, for example, here's a hard shot. Wow, dented the end boards.
Yeah.
In the 10U, Eric, the 2 seed and the 3 seed were separated by 1 point this year. Here at this 14U level, it's a pretty substantial difference between 2 and 3. It's an 11-point difference between the 2 seed and the 3 seed. So there is a gap between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here in the Bantams. But again, it hasn't played that way. This North Shore Hockey Club, especially Game 2 and here in Game 3, have really hung with the Ice Dogs through really through a game and 2 periods.
Yeah, that's kind of what you find like regular NHL playoffs. Top seeds, but lower seeds, and things are tighter. Games are tighter.
Yep, here's Lothar. He'll gain the blue line. Drops it for Gelvin. Gelvin cross ice looking for the tip for Panico. That's cleared up and out. It's not going to have the legs, so we're going to have an opportunity here for McNerney. McNerney's got Linehan. McNerney tries to skate it out of the corner and can't. Now Curtis 2-on-2 the other way. He's got Tristan Wu with him. Drops it for Wu. Wu on the backhand, now to the forehand. Top of the near dot. Wu stick handles. Backhands it through the center of the ice. Now low Curtis. Curtis out in front. Cicello backhand for Wu. Wu back to Cicello. They don't connect, and that goes into the near corner. Tristan Wu again. He loses the puck, and John McAllister will take it here. Wu and Cicello pretty passing back and forth, and we're going to have an interference call here on the Ice Dogs. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, he hung with him just a little too much there after he dumped the puck forward, and that's the interference call.
Yep, you're allowed, they give you a little bit of leniency after that puck is cleared in. You can get a half second, you can get a second where you're still connected to that player, but much more than that, it's going to be called almost every time. So skate 4 to a side for 11 seconds, and the North Shore Hockey Club will have their first power play. It'll be 1 minute and 49 seconds long.
Right now, the Ice Dogs have doubled up North Shore in the shots on goal category, 18-9, but with that power play coming up for North Shore AC, hopefully for them, that numbers might tilt a little bit more towards their favor.
Yeah, the shot differential is definitely widened here in this period.
Yeah.
But the score hasn't changed.
No.
The scoring was all in the first period. North Shore Hockey Club thrown through. Here's an opportunity out in front. Dion with a whack at it in the paint. And holding that far post, Jason Turchinski, who continues to play solid in net for the Ice Dogs. Just 1 goal allowed now in almost 7 full periods.
Dion
8 full periods.
Dion with the head to the ceiling after that stuff attempt there.
That's probably the best chance of the game for North Shore Hockey Club. They win the draw back to the point. Shot in from the point. Ornstein looking for the tip. Down low, Gelvin. Gelvin not able to play it cleanly. McNerney behind the net, has it on the forehand. McNerney out in front. Quick wrist shot that goes wide. McNerney has it again, shoots. Oh, I thought that was in, Eric. That was off the side of the net. McNerney tries to throw it out in front. Lothar will just take it, bang it off the boards. It's not kept in by Carlson. He has to wait for his line mates to change. He stick handles, he loses it. Lothar pushes it forward. Lothar walks in. He's going to be pulled down. He takes the shot. What a save by Jake Myers, and has some words for, I think he has some words for Jake Myers after that shot. Lothar was robbed, Eric. Taken down, got back up, almost scored anyway, but drew a penalty.
Yeah, that was a fabulous save by Myers, but what an effort there by Lothar. And a little conversation after the play.
I'm not sure who he was talking at, but he was talking at, it looked like everybody in green.
I think it was on the defender. Not sure who was tying up Lothar on that play.
That's Benjamin Colton, who went to the box. So Colton was the one who took him down. So forward side now for 56 seconds. And a power play for about 1 minute here for the Ice Dogs.
So we have no penalties, and then we have all the penalties.
Yes, all the penalties. Zellman. Indirect pass, Panico. Anthony Panico across the blue line with it. He'll stop at the near dot. Shoots it wide. Zellman in the far corner now. Zellman hard around. He played back here at the point by Nico Semino. Semino. Panico. Panico back to Semino. Over to Zellman. Zellman takes the shot wide. Semino at the near point. Panico. Just backhands it into the corner. It'll be played there by Patrick Anderson. 13 seconds left on the power play.
That's the danger when Zellman or Galvin miss a shot. It'll ring all the way down to that far point. If you don't have someone there, it'll get out of the zone in a hurry.
That's cleared out of the zone by Semino. He's got to wait for Panico to get out. That indirect pass, that's stolen by Drake McNerney. McNerney walks in. McNerney shoots, scores! Drake McNerney ties it at 1. It's a short-handed goal with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And Eric, he told me in the last game, he told me that his team was going to emerge victorious. Well, he's doing everything he can to make that happen. We got a brand new hockey game here with 90 seconds left in the second period.
And I'm not exactly sure where that puck, if it hit off the stanchion or the pad over by the North Shore bench, but a funny deflection, and it came back to McNerney, and he was able to carry it forward and fired it past Turchinski. We're all tied.
And McNerney with a goal today. Bryce Lothar with a goal today. We're tied at 1. Here's Tomino, drops it for Panico, gives it right back. Tomino in the corner, back to the point, Gelvin. Gelvin, the wrist shot, deflects up into the air over the net.
That one almost hit the I-beam again.
Yep. In the corner, Zoric. Lothar stops there, cuts back in. 34 seconds left on the power play. Ornstein back to the point. Zoric the shot, and that's sticked up into the netting by Jake Myers. And you got to give kudos here to Jake Myers. He's faced 20 shots through 2 periods. He stopped 19 of them. And here in the second period, when that shot differential got wide, he kept his team in the game here, Eric, long enough for North Shore Hockey Club to get on the board. And unless something happens here in the final minute, we're going to play 15 minutes of hockey for a chance to go to the UC.
That's how you want it if you're a spectator. Probably not the coaches and fans of either team, but
yeah. Gelvin, the slap shot, little fluttering puck, kicked into the corner. Centering feed looking for Cicello, doesn't connect. 14 seconds left on the power play. It's cleared out to center ice. Stick is lifted by Carlson. He'll get it down into the Ice Dogs defensive zone with 4 on the power play. Quickly up ahead, given away to Dion. And North Shore Hockey Club is back to even strengths. We got a couple players go down right in front of us. Gelvin gets bumped. I think we're going to have a penalty called here on the Ice Dogs.
That should be interference or roughing.
Yep, and Patrick Anderson has some words for Gelvin. I don't think Frankie heard the whistle. He was playing that to the end, and he put a shot in on Jake Myers, and Patrick Anderson didn't like that. So we're going to have an interference call here on Tristan Wu with 25 seconds left. So offensive zone draw for North Shore Hockey Club right here, Eric. Win a draw, get a couple of shots in these final 25.
Yeah, this has been an interesting last 5-6 minutes of this second period with North Shore getting the equalizer. Penalties aplenty.
And we saw this in the last game.
Yeah.
Just penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty, like all right in a row.
Yeah.
This is Ornstein on the draw. Into the far corner, Colton. Behind the net, Nemeth. Adam Nemeth on the backhand, tries to play it to himself. It's thrown off the boards and out. 12 seconds left, race for the puck. Patrick Anderson gets back on it. Ooh. He gets hounded there by Dominic Semino. Semino in the corner, centers it, and that will end the second period. 1-1. Hey, Eric.
Yes.
NIHL's best flow has its winners.
No, tell me about it.
You and I didn't win.
No, I was hoping we did.
If we had a broadcaster category, it would go to Mike Napolitano. He's got the party in the back.
He does.
Yes.
He does.
NIHL's best flow has its winners each season. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey here in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this annual event among players and fans who vote for their favorite flow. The players who represented their team and won the contest this year were the Squirt Chicago Hawks A5, Pee Wee Chicago Hawks A3, Bantam Chicago Blues A2, College Junior Prep, the Rockford Roadrunners 18U. They all won prizes for their team and for themselves. Prizes this season were sponsored. Do you know who they're sponsored by?
I think they're sponsored by the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Jerry's.
Yep.
Turcochi University.
Yep.
And Culver's, because I can see the logo.
Oh, you got it. Thank you to the players and team managers for another excellent year in NIHL's best flow. The NIHL regular season standings determine the qualifiers, and we're now in the NIHL Blackhawks tournament. I would say keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL Blackhawks tournament games. We're off the air until March 9th.
Yep.
And then we will be back with 6 NIHL Blackhawks championship games at the United Center on Sunday, March 9th. Stay tuned for teams and dates and times. Well, not dates. It's March 9th. Yeah. Stay tuned for times.
Times, as they'll decide what order all those games will go in. Like your first guess, I think the 10U tipping off at about 9:30 sounds about right.
Yeah. I want to say we had a couple hours. We got there about 7:30 last year, but I think every game there's a 2 hour. I think it's like 9:30, 11:30, 1:30, 3:30, 5:30, kind of like that. I think is how it worked, if I remember correctly. Hey, we got 15 minutes of hockey for a trip to the United Center, Eric. And this is exactly how I think if you're North Shore Hockey Club, you are very happy with the way these first 2 periods have gone. Here's Lothar taking the shot. The dipping wrister is saved by Myers.
Saw dipping wrister at Lollapalooza last year. That was good.
Shot into the feet of of Benjamin Colton. Here is Colton. Overskates it a bit. Up ahead to Cicello now, 1-on-2. Cicello takes it wide. stops the near dot, waits for his teammates, turns back to the forehand. Has got Cimino in front. Over to the far side, hits Nico Cimino. That shot's in, and the save is made by Jake Myers. So a shorthanded opportunity here early in the third period for the Ice Dogs.
You mentioned 15 minutes to decide this. It could go longer. You know, obviously we could, in a tight game like this, it could go into an overtime scenario. You never know. Still 42 seconds on that power play for the Ice Dogs. Or actually for HC.
Well, it feels like the Ice Dogs, as they're the ones who have had the possession here for the first minute of this third period. Pinched off there. Far half wall battling for it, Finn Lohmeyer and Dom Cimino. Skated out now by HC. Here's Lohmeyer, Finn Lohmeyer down the near wall. Lohmeyer takes it wide on the backhand, centers it out in front. The shot by Linehan, the save by Turchinski.
Oh, point blank save there by Turchinski.
Yep, Linehan spins around, or excuse me, Lohmeyer spins around in the corner, gets it back, comes over to Wilson now on his forehand. Wilson spins away from Zorik out in front. That puck's sitting loose. Here's Patrick Anderson, the shot. And now Zorik just hard off the board and out. McGraw 1-on-2, skates down on Patrick Anderson, cuts across the blue line. Power plays up, no 5 to a side now. Back to the point with Russell. Russell finds Panico. Panico backhands it deep. Played by Linehan, taken away there. Back to Tyrakowski at the near dot. Down low, McGrath loses the puck, and it's skated out by North Shore Hockey Club's Dennis Wilson. Wilson checked and pushed from behind by Panico, separates him from the puck. Taken here by Russell. That pass chipped up in the air. Ooh, almost a breakaway by Drake McNerney, Eric. If he had been able to play that puck. Tyrakowski jumps around the defense, gets stick checked by Patrick Anderson. Not able to pull the trigger. Now Anderson will get another opportunity behind the net. He overskates it. Now Lothar gets some help from McNerney. McNerney up through center ice. Onto the stick of Benjamin Colton. Colton into the offensive zone. Stops there, tries to go through Tyrakowski. McNerney, bad angle shot into the body of, I believe that's that's Lothar over there, excuse me. Dion steals it from Lothar. Tyrakowski gets it back up to Tomino. Tomino now into the offensive zone. Drops it for Panico. Panico loses it. Dion stick handles through traffic. Pushed up ahead to Lobbs. Lobbs into the offensive zone. Lobbs with a shot into the body of Gelvin. Gets it back in the corner. Over to the near side. Nobody there, though, but William Zellman. Tomino just backhands it out of the zone. And Carlson tries to clear it in. He can't. Flipped up in the air. Lobbs will get around Zellman. He's got Linehan. Linehan out front. Not able to tap it home. Here's Ornstein now in the far corner. Back to the point. Harris, the wrist shot, the deflection into the corner. Gelvin around the near side. Tomino onto the stick of Tristan Wu. Wu drives the net, trying that back door pass. That doesn't work. Behind the net now Harris. Under 11 left. Lobbs holds and play it back to Carlson in his own zone. Carlson up to Linehan. Lucas Linehan gets fended off by Cicchello. Cicchello takes the puck, drop pass Wu. Wu stick handles, Wu back to Cicchello. Cicchello not able to get the shot. Good stick work by William Carlson. Cicchello still possesses, dangles, throws it out front, and that will deflect out to center ice. Race for the puck here, Zorik and Lobbs. It's won by Zorik. That pass is given away, and Wu gets tied up in center ice. Cicchello tries to split the D. Cicchello stops, dangles back. Cicchello now into a shooting area, still doesn't shoot. Man. Cicchello top of the near dot, back to Zorik at the point, and it's about 3 or 4 times today that Leo Cicchello has been in a shooting area and just hasn't been able to pull the trigger. Now working out with the puck is North Shore Hockey Club's Finn Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer stops the near dot, spins around in the corner now. 2 to a side down here to our right. Getting knocked down in the corner is Dennis Wilson still battling down there. There's a great battle in the corner. Zork ends up winning it. Back to the point, it hops over the stick of Burke Harris, and he'll have to give chase. 9:29 left in the third. Long pass looking for Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer and Zellman converge. It's cleared in by Finn Lohmeyer. He'll go for a change. Frankie Gelvin, the first one on it. In the near corner, Gelvin hard pass up ahead. Finds Dominic DiNicola. DiNicola tries to skate wide around Colton. He does. He gets stick checked behind the net, pushes it back into the far corner. Gelvin and Dion. Dion chips it out. No, it's kept in nicely by Lothar. Played here, though, by Patrick Anderson behind the net. Anderson gives the puck away. Near half wall. Out in front, give and go. DiNicola stick handles. DiNicola shoots. Holding the post as Myers makes the save. Zellman now. Ice Dogs buzzing a little bit here, Eric, with under 9 left. McGrath looking for DiNicola out in front. Gelvin not able to stop the puck, and it comes out to center ice.
That was a difficult one to stop anyways. He had to pick it out of the air. He almost had it.
Here's a steal by Charles Dion. Dion tries to drive the net. He gets double teamed by Zellman and Dominic DiNicola. Up to McGrath. Kept in by North Shore Hockey Club and just iced by Frankie Gelvin with 8:10 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, just kind of want to settle things down there for the Ice Dogs as North Shore trying to respond here. Game is tied. We're about halfway through third period here, and neither team seems to be flinching right now.
No, both teams, again, this feels more like that first period, very tightly checked.
Yep.
But it's been another great game, another close game here today. This is Nemeth. And that's what we wanted, right? As broadcasters,
right.
we wanted close games. We wanted exciting games, whether it's 1-1 or 6-6. We just wanted close games, and NIHL has certainly delivered this weekend. Here's Tristan Wu with a burst of speed. Drops it back to the point. Panico fires the shot. The rebound. Wu gets a whack at it on the backhand. Turns and tries to sling it into the net. Here's a shot. Tyrakowski. Ooh, that went just wide. I thought that went up into the near corner, Eric, but that went wide.
That's the second time we've been fooled.
Yeah, it's the angle we're at. I'm going to blame the angle and not my 49-year-old eyes.
Not at all.
Tristan Wu, again, that fancy stick handling, gets into the offensive zone. He'll take the shot, and easy save by Myers. Again, we've said this probably 5 or 6 times here today. Not a bad shot. I mean, no shot on goal is a bad shot, but that's an easy save for Jake Myers when there's nobody between him and the shooter.
Yeah, and make no mistake, that's a hard wrister coming from Wu, but as you said, there's no traffic to deal with. And Myers, a very strong goaltender, able to pull that one in easily.
Dominic Semino wins the draw back to Zork at the point. Zork clears it in deep. Shoveled around, but it's played over there by Curtis. Peter Curtis tries to come off the corner wall with it. The return pass was a no-look pass there right onto the stick of Finn Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer tries to dangle and loses the puck to Zork. Now Connor Russell, the aerial pass kicked away by Finn Lohmeyer. Quick feet. Wonder if he plays soccer.
It might be. Whatever way works.
Yeah, whatever body part you got to use to knock it down. Here's Cicello. Cicello will stop at his own blue line, gets his pocket picked, and that'll be offsides. Shots on goal, 27-14 in favor of the Ice Dogs. But where it matters, it's 1-1.
Yeah, that tally kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, there haven't been many shots on goal here as of late. A lot of play in the neutral zone, a lot of play to the outside when these teams get into the offensive zones. Zellman with Dion hounding him. Dion takes it away. Dion scores! Charles Dion gives North Shore Hockey Club the 2-1 lead. That was amazing defense. Dion, the back check, the stick lift, and he buries it.
That is something else. Dion getting the go-ahead goal for North Shore as we get 6.5 left here in this third period. A giveaway by Zellman. And Dion, call it a giveaway or takeaway, but either way it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, Charles Dion just lifted the stick of Zellman, came out in front. There was no back check. There was no help defense by the Ice Dogs there, and Dion all alone out in front. Absolutely can't blame Jason Turchinski for that one. His defense sort of hung him out to dry on that one, and now Vernon Hills Ice Dogs trailing here 2-1 with 6 minutes left. Here's Dion again. He'll dump and go for a change. Benjamin Colton on the forecheck. He'll tie up Tyrakowski behind the net. Tyrakowski will get it back. Up ahead to Tomino. Tomino cross ice Panico. Panico has it swept away by Anderson. Anderson back to his D. Here's Benjamin Colton, scored the only goal in last night's game, a 1-0 North Shore Hockey Club victory.
So if you're North Shore now, you still have to play with purpose. You can't go into prevent defense mode because that'll open things up for the Ice Dogs.
Yeah, you got to play the way that got you your 1-0 win last night and your 2-1 win here tonight.
Right.
Just you got to play that same way the rest of this game. 5 minutes 30 seconds, and if you're the Ice Dogs, Eric, my advice: shoot the puck, man.
Yeah.
They've had a number of opportunities where they've had some space and they're electing to drop pass, no look pass. Yeah. Shoot the puck.
Shoot the glass.
Shoot the glass, shoot the puck. Yes. Yeah. Hans Gruber would agree. Gelvin, it pops up in the air there. Ice Dogs having some trouble getting started in the neutral zone. Cicello chips it forward. That's going to be, they're going to wave off. They're going to say no offsides. Here's Wu under 5. Wu hard pass looking for Curtis. Too far out in front of him. Now Finn Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer up and out. Back to give chase. Nico Semino. Semino behind the net. Curtis gives it away. Jonathan Ornstein dumps it in. 4.5 minutes now.
Probably going to see shorter shifts here for North Shore as we get down into the tail end of this third period with holding that 1-goal lead.
McNerney back to his D, pushed around here. Carlson in the near corner. Carlson back over to Patrick Anderson. Anderson gives it away, taken that back though by the captain, Drake McNerney. And I want to call it out again. Drake was watching the last game, Eric, and he said I didn't prompt him, I didn't ask. Yeah. There was a conversation in chat, and he just said North Shore Hockey Club winning the next one.
All right.
And my response to him was, why do you say that, number 86? And he knew something we didn't. His team's got a 2-1 lead here with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in the third.
And McNerney was able to get the equalizing goal in that second period to set the stage for the third period dramatics.
Sticked into the corner by Myers. We're under 4 minutes. Colton back to the point and out. Gets through Gelvin. Frankie turns and fires it back in. We'll have a race for the puck in the corner. Dominic Semino and Carlson battle for it. It's taken there by the Ice Dogs. Back to the point, tipped away. And we're going to have a breakaway here for Benjamin Colton. Colton walks in, Colton shoots. And that could be a game-saving save right there by Jason Turchinski.
I like the way Turchinski played that one. He was solid, firm with the arms. There was no space for it to trickle through. And he keeps his team within 1 goal with 3.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, good angle, came to the top of the crease.
Yeah.
Gave Colton not a lot to shoot at. But yeah, that, if the Ice Dogs come back and tie this and win it, you're going to look back at that breakaway right there and say, that could be the turning point. Hard pass up ahead. Here's Linehan. Linehan shoots it, and Turchinski gloves it. I think that was going to go wide, but gloves it down with 3:16 left.
Starting to see a lot more opportunities to our right, too, as after getting that go-ahead goal, you can see North Shore has picked up some steam from that.
Yeah, the momentum is to our right with the green and whites of the North Shore Hockey Club. They win the draw. That's pushed in towards the goal. The puck is loose. It's still loose, and they blow the whistle.
Wow.
Yeah, the referee blew the whistle. That puck was under the glove of Turchinski, and it popped out. But by the time it popped out, the official had blown the whistle, and you saw 2 green jerseys on the back door just throw their arms up in the air.
Yeah, that was a quick whistle nonetheless, but we'll do it again.
3 minutes and 9 seconds left now. Draw to the right of Turchinski. again, you kind of feel a little bit for Jason Turchinski. He's given up 2 goals in 3 games, and they're on the verge of losing this series here.
Oh!
Shot score! Lucas Linehan! The feed from Jonathan Ornstein, and North Shore Hockey Club is up 3-1.
What a play from that corner, and Linehan with the easy tapper. And again, we talked about them gaining momentum from that second goal. That's evidenced by that third goal in zone time possession.
Yeah, and that was a pretty give and go down low, out in front, all by himself. Ornstein, Linehan, the nice pass. We're going to get a timeout here by the Ice Dogs.
Wow.
Well, we did not see this coming. Just a reminder, when the NIHL postseason tournament started, the Ice Dogs finished in second place. They were 2 points behind the Peoria Junior Mustangs. They were 15-2-1 in the regular season. They gave up 34 goals in 18 games, and they're 3 minutes and 4 seconds away, Eric, from their season coming to an end, to a North Shore Hockey Club that was 7-5-6 during the regular season.
Yeah, and the Ice Dogs had outscored them by 37 goals. So the Ice Dogs had outscored them by 37 goals in that regular season. But again, you get to the playoffs, anything can happen, and that's exactly what's happened here.
Yeah, you know, things get tighter in the postseason. You know, there's in the regular season, you're going to play, you know, obviously you're going to play your whole roster in every game in a hockey game, right? Everyone's going to get ice time. But when you get to the postseason, those stars are going to play a little bit more. That's just the way it is. And I think that evens things out a little bit, you know? I mean, maybe players 10 through 15 are much better on the Ice Dogs than they are on some of these other teams, but maybe 1 through 10, there's it's more even there, you know?
It could
so
be.
you just,
That's a good point. Oh, good song to go into this face-off.
So the Ice Dogs need something quickly here. Cicello takes it wide. He'll slide it through the crease. Nobody there. Picked up by North Shore Hockey Club. Up ahead, Finn Lohmeyer into the offensive zone. Lohmeyer chops it forward. He gets hit a couple of times by Panico and Zorik. Now Nico Semino in the corner with it. Now behind the net under 3 minutes. And if you're North Shore Hockey Club, again, it's 2.5 minutes left. Still enough time for the Ice Dogs to get a goal. So don't play that pre-fed defense. Play what got you here. Cicello, again, throws it through the crease.
I'm baffled.
Yeah, why he isn't shooting the puck.
Especially this late in the game, and you're trailing by 2.
Yeah, got to get the puck on net. I mean, I get that he's trying to be unselfish and set up his teammates,
That's not the time for it.
But right now, you got to get the puck on net. Drops it here for Wu. Wu back to Cicello, and it's poked out of the zone by Dion. 2 minutes left. Pass to Wu. Yeah, and North Shore Hockey Club just standing up at the blue line, Eric, not giving the Ice Dogs anything. The open net, Dion misses it. So Ice Dogs, 6 skaters out here with 2 minutes left. Here's Tyrakowski. Popped up in the air, Tomino into the offensive zone, drops it for Cicello. Cicello gets bumped, it comes out of the zone. This is super impressive what this North Shore Hockey Club team is doing at the blue line right here, Eric. They're not letting the Ice Dogs even enter the zone. They do get in here. The shot, blockered up into the air, knocked down by Tomino. 90 seconds left. Centering feed back to the point. Shot from the point. The save is made. The puck bounces up in the air. Over by the near dot. It's cleared up and out by Benjamin Colton. Russell and Dion. Dion swipes at it. Dion again, that aggressive back check. That's what led to the second goal. Panico up ahead now to Wu. Tristan Wu cross ice, and that pass comes out of the zone. Dion has some space. Dion gains the blue line, and Gelvin has to make the save. Gelvin misses Wu. We're under a minute, and that's going to be icing here on Vernon Hills.
Boy, you called it. Just the standing up at the blue line and really frustrating that offense of the Ice Dogs. What an effort here by North Shore in this third period. Actually, from the middle part of the second period on.
Yeah, I mean, they gave up that goal with like about 35 seconds left in the first period, and you felt like, all right, well, momentum is going to go over to the Ice Dogs, but they didn't fold, Eric. They absolutely did not. They got the equalizer here in the third, and it's been a 3-goal third period for North Shore Hockey Club here against the Vernon Hills Ice Dogs, and they're 39 seconds away from playing for the championship. Here's a giveaway a breakaway, the shot up over the net by Lohmeyer behind the net. He gets bumped there. Nico Cimino has the puck along the far half wall, over skates. It has to come back for it. Puts it to space. Nobody there, though. Ice Dogs just a little out of sorts here in this final 5 minutes or so, Eric. That shot goes wide by McNerney, down to 10 seconds. And we've played a lot of close hockey games, Eric, but this is about as big an upset as we've seen in this 3-day, 14-game tournament. The number 3 seed North Shore Hockey Club has defeated the number 2 seed Vernon Hills Ice Dogs, and North Shore HC will go to the United Center on March 9th to take on the top seed Peoria Junior Mustangs. And Eric, this was a team that on Friday night was completely dominated by the Ice Dogs. They lost 5-0. They figured something out defensively last night in a 1-0 win. They carried it into tonight, and they walk out of here with a 3-1 victory.
It's just an impressive performance by North Shore AC here, and again, not flinching. That you use that term, I use that term. They didn't fold, they didn't flinch. They got down 1-0, and you saw that momentum with the Ice Dogs, and you thought, okay, they'd carry that through. That never happened.
Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to Jake Myers, the North Shore Hockey Club goaltender. He gave up those 5 goals in game 1. He didn't get the start in game 2. He played a little in that game, but didn't get the start. Came back here in game 3 and was absolutely lights out for this North Shore Hockey Club. They win 3-1. They advance to the United Center to take on Peoria in a 1 versus 3. So all 3 series that we covered here is going to feature the 1 seed versus the 3 seed. So
I want to give a congratulations on the season for the Ice Dogs.
Absolutely.
I know they're bitterly disappointed in the outcome here, but they had a whale of a regular season. But anything happens when you get into these tournaments.
15-2-1 regular season, an absolutely phenomenal regular season for the Ice Dogs, but their season will come to an end here tonight at the hands of this feisty North Shore Hockey Club. So we had 3 full days, 14 games of hockey. Eric, I had an absolute blast here.
Yeah, this was fun, and looking forward to March 9th for the finals.
March 9th at the United Center. That is when we will be on the air next. So I hope you've enjoyed this 14-game, 3-day trek that Eric, myself, and Mike have taken you through here at the Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills. But that's going to do it here for our broadcast, for my partner Eric Willowhite, for our cameraman Curtis Willowhite. It's
double barrel Willowhite
double barrel Willowhite action here for games 4, 5, and 6 this afternoon. My name's Aaron Schellen. We'll talk to you on March 9th from the United Center. North Shore Hockey Club with the big upset.